This is strictly football. The last video that I made, I told you all that I'm going to tell you about some of the players that Chelsea are going to sell at the end of the season. And some of those players include the ones that went on loan. And one of the players is Joao Felix. Joao Felix, he's on loan at AC Milan. He'll be coming back at Stamford Bridge. His own case is a little bit different from others. The reason why his own case is different is because he went to AC Milan, and the intention of Chelsea sending him to AC Milan initially was maybe he would do well there. AC Milan will find interest in him and they will want to retain him. But that was not the case for Joao Felix. Fortunately, AC Milan they are in no mood of retaining him at all. First of all, you have to ask yourself, what was the reason why Chelsea bought him in the first place? He was never in Enzo Maresca's plan. The only reason why Chelsea signed Joao Felix was because of Chelsea needed to sell a homegrown player, and that homegrown player, among all the assets that they have, Conor Gallagher was the most valuable amongst them all. So that was why Conor Gallagher has to be sold. So he was sold to AC Milan, to Atletico Madrid, so that Chelsea would just balance their books. Then in doing so, Atletico Madrid as well, they needed Chelsea to also rub their back as well. So Chelsea also did them a favor by signing Joao Felix. Joao Felix was surplus to requirement already. Already we had a bloated squad already. So signing Joao Felix was unnecessary. But here is where I fault the sporting directors. Why keep Christopher Nkunku and loan Joao Felix? This is the question that every Chelsea fan is asking. Why keep Christopher Nkunku, who clearly is not, he have no interest in staying at the club, even till now, the way he plays. In fact, he plays like a pregnant woman. That's just the truth. He strolls around. He's not bothered. He don't give an F about what is happening at Chelsea. So why keep Christopher Nkunku? The only reason is because of this same model that I'm talking about. The model of these new owners is they need to always make profits. Christopher Nkunku came to Chelsea. Now, when Bayern Munich was trying to sign him, Chelsea said that Nkunku was worth 70 million. That he's one of the highest goal scorers for Chelsea. I laugh. Christopher Nkunku. They must be out of their mind. Chelsea must be out of their mind, thinking that Christopher Nkunku is worth 70 million at this moment. He's not. In fact, keeping him at the club with the way he's playing, no, if Chelsea can be able to get at least 50 million from him, from his sale, they should just be lucky if they can be able to get 50 million from his sale. Because the way he's playing, the more, in fact, keeping him at the club was a mistake. That time that clubs were knocking at the door, they should have sold him 50 million, 55 million, whatever it was. I think Bayern Munich, they were like trying to get, at least they were willing to pay around 55 million or so. Chelsea should have sold him and collected that money instead of keeping him at the club. The way he's playing now, his value is dropping. I believe by the end of the season, any team that want to buy him, his price tag will be around 40 something million, because he seems not to be interested in playing football anymore. That's the way he plays for Chelsea, and it's a huge mistake for these sporting directors to keep Christopher Nkunku at the club and loan Joao Felix. Yes, Joao Felix, when he came to the club, already Christopher Nkunku and Kopama, they are the number 10 that we have. So bringing in Christopher Nkunku was accessory to requirement. Remember, Kenridus Riho, that's his also favorite position as well. So how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it at the club? You won't, the way Enzo Maresca plays, you cannot say you want to play Joao Felix from the wing, because we were at a point we were in short of right-footed wingers. So Joao Felix should have just played in that right wing position. But Enzo Maresca needed his wingers to be one-on-one monsters. When the way he set up his team, he sets them up in a way that the wingers, the left wingers and the right winger, they will hawk the touchline, so that any one-on-ones that any player that any defender that they meet one-on-one, they can be able to beat them, then move the ball up front. The only two players that I believe that fall into this category is Pedro Neto and Noni Madueke. Two of them. They are the only players that have that ability to do that. Beat you, move the ball quickly. Jadon Sancho, he cannot really do that. Beat you quickly and move the ball quickly. Yeah, Jadon Sancho, he can beat you. It is possible that he will beat you. But what does he do? He just recycles the ball back to where he started. Or if he tries to move, he have beaten you already, but if he tries to move, the defender will still caught up with him. So it's just beautiful nonsense. So that right wing position was completely dead. And Nikola Modric, he was not really helping matters as well. I believe, and also Enzo Maresca have to fault him in this in the because of the way our wingers play. The reason why I have to fault him is because he's a kind of cautious. He don't want them to like moving into like a crazy deep dribble that will cause them to lose the ball, which will allow the other team to transition quickly, immediately, and counter Chelsea. And remember that either our left or right backs, they are inverting already. So it will be like a free run for them to charge forward. And you can see this mostly in most of the matches that Chelsea have played. You see teams do this to Chelsea. So Enzo Maresca is always cautious. He doesn't want them to go into crazy challenge, making a crazy something crazy. So he always wants it to be nice and cool. And if you're doing it nice and cool, Chelsea will be pragmatic. They will not be progressive. That is what is happening to this Chelsea team. So Joao Felix will be coming back. He will be reinstated back into the team. And also good news, Nicholas Jackson is back. He's back in training. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know when Chelsea are going to. I think FA Cup this weekend. So Chelsea don't have any match this weekend. I think it's within the week, midweek. That's when they are going to play. So now that Nicholas Jackson is back, I believe he will add more energy to that our front line, because it's only Pedro Neto that rescued us. He was the one. He tried his best. I think that's the first time that he played in that first nine position. The Christopher Nkunku that should have done that, he wasn't interested in doing anything for the club. So now that Nicola Jackson is back, it's a good one for Chelsea. Hopefully, our form will be better so that we can be able to qualify for Champions League. So that's it for me today, guys. I will see you in my next video.